Good morning and welcome to Working Horses with Jim, where we do all things with workhorses. Today we're doing something different. We're on location. And Jim has Bill with him today. Just Bill. Yes, this is the town of Paul Smith, and we are here to do a special job. Jim has brought Bill to get a tree moved. Jim has been hired by an arborist to go to a camp and move a tree. Bill is going to move a tree, and he has to just get it out of the way of where they are living and get it moved. So Jim and Bill have been hired by Olympic Tree, which is an arborist company, and they are located down here near Paul Smith, New York, and they have cut down a tree, but it has to be moved from where it is just out of sight. And it's basically, well, we'll show you where they're where it's going to be moved. But the thing is, in order to get to where we're going, you either have to take a boat, or, because that's not easy with Bill, or we're going to go through a 2-mile trek in the woods with four-wheelers, and Bill's going to have to walk. And so we're gearing up to take everything. Taking food for Bill and for us. We brought our four-wheeler, and they have their four-wheeler. So off we go towards the camp. He said the first half mile was easy walking, and then it's going to get worse and worse of a trail. Ready?
Ready.
Just tell me if I'm going too fast.
Yep. You want to run a little bit, so it's not too fast.
Hello everyone, I just wanted to interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to announce a big announcement that the 2025 calendars are now in stock. It is a very exciting day here at Working Horses with Jim. I'm Abby, Jim's daughter, by the way, if you don't know me already. But as you can see, we have these beautiful calendars in stock. There's my dad, Jim, with all of his horses. Not all of them, but some of them. Such a beautiful picture. Anyway, so we have, the calendars are for sale. They have this nice spiral binding this year. We decided to switch things up a little bit. And the pictures are so beautiful. Pictures of, you know, horses, working horses with Jim. And they're just quite lovely, so be sure to check them out on our website if you are interested. I will put a card up above, and the link is in the description below. They are for sale, and get them while they're available because they go quickly sometimes. So I hope you enjoyed this calendar every day of 2025, and we will now get back to our regular program.
He's waiting for you. He doesn't know.
Dan,
Yes, sir.
a good driver of the tractor trailer I could drive up that road. Nothing wrong with that road. I can come right in a team just the way it is. With a car.
Nice.
No problem.
Yeah, good.
I mean, a couple of those stumps, be kind of rough going over them, but yeah, I can bring a
Even
team.
this last section here? Okay. Good.
The first section was worse in a way because it's so wet.
Yeah.
So that's why I decided to jump on so I didn't have to get my feet all wet.
So we're going to take the trail, and Jim and Bill are going to kind of meander their way around along down because it's very steep here. You can see the lake here ahead. Buildings down here. Dan's going to be my guide here. Get us down here. Right there. So there's a tree right there. You can see there's, maybe you can't see, but there is a rope attached to the top of it. That's what's coming down, and then Bill is going to haul it up over the hill to get it out of the way, out of sight. They've already taken care of the brush, right?
Yep.
Yep. This is Dan, if I haven't said who.
everyone.
Yeah. Said who he is. And so they took care of the brush and hauled it up with a, like, what did you call that?
It's a side-by-side. And so we hauled all the brush up to their wood waste site up on the hill. And then all of the debris from this tree, we're going to just get off in the woods over to the left. They own quite a bit of property, so we're able to just kind of hide it over there. It won't be used for anything, unfortunately. But at least it won't be in the center of camp.
Right. And some of the top of the tree, you kind of lifted it up with lines up the hill, right?
Yeah, we used a speed line technique to be able to get it up to this road, and then that enabled us to use a machine to carry it rather than us carrying all the brush.
Yes, because that would be, Jim was saying, oh, that would be so much work. Just for one tree, even so much work.
So you really can't get any equipment to the front of camp except by boat. So by land, our access kind of ends right here. So it's sort of, the building divides the camp in two that way. So we're gonna try to use the horse so we don't have to come in the wintertime and use the snowmobile to clean up the job.
Right. Looks like Jim and Bill beat us down here.
Yes.
They made their way.
So that's their boathouse there.
Cool.
And that's where the caretaker and the other crew will be coming across the lake and docking here.
And the last time Jim came in, he came in across
Yeah, by
to
boat.
see the job.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this camp is, I don't know, 100 years old. I think it was built around 1908 maybe. I'm not 100% sure about that. At which point, you know, is really boat access. So the way these great camps are is there's a lot of different buildings. So behind you is the kitchen and dining room. And then there's different guest quarters and owners quarters and even caretaker quarters. And it's all sort of broken up like that in case there was a fire, which would normally happen in the kitchen. That would sort of isolate it a little bit and give them a little better chance for saving some of the buildings. This was the ice house here, I believe this one was, or maybe the next one over, but they used to actually cut the ice out of the lake.
Oh, yeah.
Haul it up here for the summertime.
Cool.
And the camp is pretty wide. You know, there's 3 or 4 more cabins down this way. And if we went on the other side of this main building, there's another 3 more cabins going out that way too.
Wow.
It's a pretty expansive camp. They've got the dock here, 2 docks with a boathouse, and then they have like a sitting dock over there, and then another work dock around the corner. And you feel free to, wander around, check the place out, going out onto that work dock or the sitting dock over there. It'd be pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Jim's already getting to work over here.
Yeah, really. Nice.
So all this is what he and Bill have to pull out, right?
Yep.
And that.
And that. Yep.
Okay.
Well, we'll get this cleaned up before we get it on the ground, before we put the trunk on the ground.
Right. And how far does it have to?
Come on down.
Okay.
Let me just leave my backpack right here.
Bill's bucket right there. He's going to have some pond water today.
Need a saw.
Yeah.
We don't have one. You'll just have to wait.
Yeah.
I think actually she kind of wanted to leave that for firewood.
Maybe one up there.
Oh yeah, you're right. She did want it up there. Yeah. Do you have a peavy with you?
In the trailer.
Yeah, I've got one coming across the boat, but we'll have chainsaws then too.
Oh.
So as you can see, it's quite sidling here, quite a steep hill, and the logs are rolling a lot more than I thought they would. I have a swivel on my whippletree and it allows it to spin like this. I probably should have had a more of a solid hook onto my whippletree so it couldn't spin, but it's that could have caused trouble also, so I'm not sure exactly what the perfect answer would have been, but we surely did have troubles. I'll explain more as we go along. This first piece of hardwood that I brought out, which is laying right here, I decided to leave it right there to use as a bumper to keep the logs from rolling quite so much. And I wish I had more pieces like this all along this trail, but I don't. Just trying to get these logs out of the way of the camp so they don't have to look at them. So we're just kind of skidding them into the woods and finding spots to scatter them around into the woods, and they'll rot here in the woods. It's kind of too bad because they would have made good lumber, but it's just not very practical to get them moved out of here or get them sawed into lumber.
Move.
Hey, what, you want to bring the TV up? Yep. Thank you. Did you get your chain on or not?
Yeah.
That's wrong. All right.
So in this spot right here, we're just placing a few of these logs, and they will be the last ones to come out, and they are sitting here just to act as a bumper, to act so that the other logs can't roll down the hill.
Oh. Worked pretty good. Really, all we need to do is get those 3 little pieces done, and that big one can go down.
Yeah.
So probably good to limb up those 3 a little bit.
Okay.
You know. So it'd be better if they're clean.
So Dan, you were saying that you manage the trees on this property?
Yeah, so what we've done is we've gone through and done a complete inventory of all the trees over like 20-inch diameters, all the big trees on the property. Anything that could threaten a building. And when we do that, we have a couple different ways of doing it, but think of an Excel spreadsheet with a bunch of data in it. So this is tree 487, so we have all the data on this tree. We have the species, the height, the lean, the diameter, the condition class of the health of the tree, the structural integrity of the tree, the management that we've done on a tree. So we if we prune a tree or fertilize it or cable it or whatever, all of that data is put into a spreadsheet. what that enables the owners to do and myself is we actually geolocated all the trees onto a Google Earth platform, so we can all be spread out across the country and talk about this individual tree.
Oh, wow.
And so we can put photos in of the tree and everything, so it really helps tie it all together for the landowners, so that they can manage their trees for safety and health and aesthetics.
Cool. That's really technology at its best, right?
Yeah, right. Well, you know, the trees are these camps are, you know, big and expensive to maintain, and trees are a really important part of it. So trying to take care of them the best we can. We remove the ones that are hazardous. We had removed that big stump there that you see out by the boathouse. We removed that one a few years ago. Had some decay at the base that we had been monitoring, and eventually we said it's, you know, time to take it down. There was another tree that we took down, probably 4 or 5 years ago, that had a big split in it. That was the first tree that we took down. So slowly, you know, we're getting rid of the hazards, but then maintaining the ones that we want to keep.
Great.
Yeah.
Sounds like good tree husbandry. Let you go ahead.
Yeah. So this camp's sort of typical Adirondack architecture. A lot of the original camps were made from natural materials on site. So, you know, the camps try to replicate that using spruce, cedar, white pine. Some of the camps obviously have started to use pressure treated material because it does last longer. But like this would be, of course the camp's closed up for winter now, but this would be like the great room where they would hang out and, you know, just enjoy camp.
Wow, what a view. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
This is Upper St. Regis Lake. And behind the trees is St. Regis Mountain. Has a fire tower on it.
And you can climb up there, right?
Yep. We passed the trailhead on the way in.
That's what I thought.
And right across the bay is Camp Topridge, which is a pretty renowned camp.
Can't really see it too much from here, but just parts of it, and probably you guys can't see it, but it's a nice view here.
Yeah. Yeah. There's
Very
always
quiet.
work to do.
Yeah. So
we can keep going.
okay. Yeah, it just kind of goes on and on. So when this is boarded up for the winter, you've got windows that got to come back in the spring and all that, right? And it's quite a job. Lots of stone.
Yeah, lots of stone work. This, of course,
Beautiful.
is original. And then there's another camp out that way. We can walk up here now.
Beautiful woods.
Yeah, it is really pretty. They actually own quite a bit of shoreline here. You can see some water down in there. They actually own out that way. They've got a water pumping station down below here. Another dock, like a service dock that they just use for hauling wood around the property, you know, branches and things that fall. And this is one of the owner's cabins. I think this is another owner's cabin, and then the third owner is on the far end of the property.
Oh, okay. Dan was saying there's another tree. It's may not be able to see it on video, but it's leaning, and that'll be one of the next ones he takes down with his crew.
Yeah. You know, we're really trying, we're in sort of the takedown phase right now, but we're trying to get past that, get all the hazards out of the way, and then take care of the trees. Just get them on a pruning rotation. Look out for white pine blister rust, which is a pretty common disease in the area, and you know, really start to address some of the other issues that the trees have. But there's a lot of trees here, so
Right.
it's a lot of expense and a lot of maintenance.
Right.
When I was younger, I would just throw the lines and let it run. Those wild days are kind of gone.
And this hill's not the easiest
No,
Yeah,
it's
maneuver
not.
either without falling and rolling.
tie him out there. That's ready to get out.
Yeah, I think we'll probably, you might want to get that one out of there.
I can if you want to. I was thinking you want to leave it there to protect the other tree.
I'm afraid it's going to land on it and push the birch more.
Okay.
Whereas maybe if we get rid of it, it'll just land and hopefully stay.
All right, I can do that. That shouldn't be a problem.
What'd you figure for a side lead?
1.5 feet. Happy?
Let me take up.
Bill and I are getting a rest while the boys are putting this tree down. So Dan is doing his rigging up to help with this little tree without a top on, and it'll have to be pulled over with a rope. And William is doing the cutting apparently. I don't know what Brenda's said about this whole operation. I've been busy, but it's quite a challenge when you have a boathouse on one side, all these buildings on the other side, to make sure the tree goes where it belongs. It's not a job I'd want to do.
So I brought with me my chain and my logging tongs. I was figuring the logging tongs would work really good, and was a few times where I could not get a chain on very handily, so I would use the logging tongs. But I went back and forth between the two to see which worked better, and it seemed like all of them, doesn't matter which one I used, it tended to roll right here in this one bad spot in the trail. It was extra hard and dangerous because of this big stump that I'm at right now, where Bill has to kind of get around to be able to continue pulling this log back up the hill. I do think a lot of the problem was the fact that I had a swivel on my whipple tree, but there again, I'm sure it would have been troubles even if I didn't. This is one reason also why I really like the cart that I use with the 2 horses, because it just holds it in place in such a way and doesn't allow the log to roll. Of course, this is too narrow of a trail to begin to think about getting the team and cart in, so it has to be done with a single horse.
Jim wants to make some sort of a bumper up here so when there's a steep incline so the log won't go rolling downhill like it's been doing. So we'll see what he's gonna do.
Dan, you got some ideas? This is the only bad spot, and she really whipped me last time.
Ideas for what?
To keep that from... You were talking earlier about the chain, the
Okay.
rope.
Yep. I think Will's on it. We can try to scale it that way. Is it right there at that spot, Jim?
That's this right here. From here to that, from this tree to that stump.
Okay. Oh, we might need a longer section of rope then, Will.
And it was going good this earlier, but that last one really, I know he wasn't rested up because he's got to keep right on rolling. He's got to stay well uphill. Okay. Let me try this one more time with a good rest. And I might have momentum. Oh! Boy. Let's go down to 4 feet on the next one. Yeah. And maybe just that extra, he has to really pull. Yeah. And can't stop, he's gotta go fast, otherwise he'll lose it. And maybe at 4 foot I'll be fine.
I gotta put an end in that box.
Cut that. Oh! Nice one.
Here I'm just trying to reposition this hardwood piece just to make it work better for a bumper. I'm trying to protect the trees here as much as possible. I'm not necessarily doing a perfect job there, but between the rolling downhill and protecting the lower trees, it's a challenge. Even this little pole right here helps to protect this tree, even though I seem to hit it every time coming back and I have to reposition it in place again, but it does seem to work to protect that tree. So I did try a bunch of different things all day, and right now you can see I've got the tongs on top of the log, and this particular time it seemed to help a lot as far as stopping it from rolling quite so much, but it didn't always work that way.
Step back. No. Try something. Yep. Ha, ha, ha. Oh. Gee. Got it. Yes. Yes. Oh, these short pieces do not work good. Stop. That's it. Careful. Yep. Jeep. Cap. Stay away from me.
We're down here in the boathouse. Never been in a boathouse. This is pretty cool. So we have just enjoyed a lunch. We brought our lunch, and Bill up there had his lunch. He's got a hay bag, and now Jim's about ready to get back to work. We got the rest of this log to go right here. Shouldn't take Bill too long, but Jim found that the real short chunks just moved around so much that he wants to have them a little bit longer. Sun's warming up and things up, and it's a beautiful midday here.
Don't cut that yet. Wait till I get back. Careful. Idea did not work. Let's try your go with a little bit longer log and try your way to hold it. No. No.
So they're going to try something different.
Yep, almost there. Lose it there, right at that where that stops. Right. And it takes so much more power to bring it up over. Right. It's straight up and down.
To keep it from rolling, putting a rope underneath it.
So what we're going to do is try to capture it.
You won't get rope burn, will you?
If I can handle it, I can handle it.
Okay, so if you let go, it'll all come right out, right? Should. Go right through. Good. Got that.
Lost it.
That extra foot actually helps. I think it's less have to roll with that extra foot.
Okay. You want to look up again out there, or you?
No, I'm fine the rest of the way. Should be fine.
Okay, we'll do a better job of trying to.
Do you know what might have happened? Do you know what happened or what might have happened?
Well, yeah, we just didn't have it super tight to start up with.
So it fell right off the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
I think what I'll do is I'll lay the rope down and see if we can get him skidded over the rope.
Okay. Hey, one other thought though. Since right here is where the biggest issue,
Yeah.
no way to go up on those coasts right there.
No, but I can move it over here.
Okay. Yeah. I think the closer we get, the better.
Okay. I'll move it. Hold down on my end.
Hey. Hey. Step back. Step back.
It whips. Anywhere.
What happened with that? You mean hitting that hose? Maybe, but I could have had him higher up the hill. Oh! Okay. Want to try it again? Good long breath. That non-stop wide open is what works best. All right. Shorter tail this time too, Go ahead and stick that in the quarter wrap. And then just be prepared to take out that. Could you even stretch this out a little bit at the end so it comes through? Or will that not tangle up at all?
That shouldn't, no.
Are we ready?
I think so.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Beautiful.
Worked
Did
pretty
you feel
good.
much pressure there?
Yeah, no, it was fine on me.
But it must have helped some because it wasn't
Yeah.
flopping like the other time.
Stayed straight.
I think we'll definitely try that. I'll just take my time.
Yeah.
It'll go a lot better longer like that.
For sure. Yep.
I just have to rest them more.
Yeah, giving him a longer break,
Yeah.
having him take longer pieces all works out.
Yeah. This is a real hard spot right here.
Yeah, all it is.
Not really like on the spot, you know.
I know. Yeah. A cone or a sled is huge difference.
Those skidding cones are pretty nice.
I've never used them, but I don't think it'd work on something big. I've never seen one that big. I've never.
Yeah, you definitely.
But even just a toboggan with the end cut off and roll it
A
onto the
lot of guys
toboggan.
use old truck things for it.
Exactly.
That works pretty
Yeah, that would work. That would have really good actually.
Yeah.
Awkwardness. Oh! Hey! No! Good boy.
No, that's okay.
One more big one.
He's done well. You've done well. The next one's bigger than this, right?
A lot bigger.
Uh-huh.
And we can cut it in half if we have to, but we'll just try it. And
That was hard enough for him to get this one started.
that's a bad spot right there,
Yeah.
through those trees.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get started right there, you mean?
Yeah, he really had to grunt.
But he can handle it, no problem. It's just that's a bad spot. Cups up. Oh! No.
Jim said he's going to try the whole butt log, but if they can't do it, he's going to cut it in half.
Needs a rope down there? Not here, no. I got to the stump. I just got to the point where I need to stop so he wasn't rolling. But this is heavy.
Yeah, it's very heavy.
Oh. See how much easier that pulled?
Yep.
Let's do it all over again. I don't think we really need that rope.
Yeah, that coupling to the left really helps.
Happy. Oh. Hold it up. Yep. Oh. I kept up. No. I didn't want that to happen. We should have put the rope on.
Shucks.
Ooh. You can help me get this tongue changed over down again. I gotta head up this way instead of going between them trees. You thought I didn't see it, but you was thinking how easy it was to hold that last log. I don't I don't think we realized how much help it did. You know, I don't think this would have happened if you'd done that. And I should have had you do it.
A little over 6.
It's actually longest and biggest piece. No, I'm going to have to just head him towards the...
You want me to cut it in half?
No, not yet. If you would have done it, just...
Don't tell me you're bringing that up the hill. Oh my word, poor Bill. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm not going to run up this hill like he does.
Man,
I gotta get around that.
I think he likes this. Just me, Billy.
Hard to come up that hill, isn't it? Towards this way?
Yeah, there you go. Right. Well, good job, Bill. Good job. Well, all that's left now is heading back out, the 2-mile trek back out. I'm stuck. Wheels off the ground. That's it. That's all she needed. Good thing we had a horse. One more upsy daisy. Well, we're back where we started. Billy's ready to go home. I just gave him some apple because he deserved it. He worked hard today. So thanks for coming. We hope you enjoyed this day.